Hey everybody, Doug back at you with our last Pennsylvania Dutch word of the week for the month of August. We are closing out our series on clothing, and this week I bring you the word as hem. As hem is a shirt. Traditionally, I would think when I hear this word, I think of a button-down shirt or a collar shirt, because in all honesty, like I have a t-shirt on right now. In Pennsylvania Dutch, I would just say t-shirt. I would use the English word for it, but a hem is a shirt. And here is a sample sentence. Ma soll en wijs hem in rekarig wäre. Ma soul and wise hem in rekarig wäre. One should wear a white shirt in church. I chose this sentence because I remember my grandfather. We were sitting in church one day. This was not too long before he died, and we were looking around, and it was before the church service started. You're sitting there in the bunk, and he looked at me, and goes, "Look around. Hardly any guys have white shirts on." And I turned to him, I said, "So? I didn't have a white shirt on either." And he turned to me back and said, "You should always wear a white shirt when you go to church." And I never asked him if that was something. I guess that's something that my great-grandparents impressed upon my grandfather when he was a kid. But looking back on it now, thinking about it now, my grandfather's passed on, but I don't ever remember seeing him go to church without a white dress shirt on. And that has always stuck with me for whatever reason. If anybody knows, I'm sure it has to do with, symbolism and, innocence and purity or whatever, with what the color white represents. But at least among my grandfather's generation, and he was born in 1925, and the Maidenford household of 1925, they must have impressed upon him the fact that when you go to church, you put a white shirt on. And now when I go to church, I don't wear a white shirt every time. But when I do put a white shirt on, it happens that I do have a white shirt on, then I think of my grandfather sitting in church, and I think Grandpa would be happy today. If you've heard of this tradition, let me know. Put it in the comments section down below, of course. But until next time, dear friends, use these Pennsylvania Dutch words and keep practicing your Pennsylvania Dutch. And I'll see you next month in September with a whole new list of Fridays full of Pennsylvania Dutch words of the week. Till then, dear friends, practice your Pennsylvania Dutch and maak's goed.